Chile, the streets are talking. Word is Liana Len's marriage to Travis Hunter was doomed from the jump, and Sis has been dropping little hints about it all along.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type.
Now, shocking revelations are surfacing in court as their marriage falls apart under the weight of cheating allegations. Reports claim Liana has been breaking down emotionally and is finally exposing the truth about why she tied the knot with Travis, and according to her, it had a lot less to do with romance, and a whole lot more to do with money. Under the Friday night lights of Jacksonville's TIAA Bank Field, fans have witnessed unforgettable moments of football glory, but nobody could have predicted the messy off-field scandal now surrounding one of the NFL's most hyped rookies. At the center of it all, two young stars caught in a storm of online chatter: Travis Hunter, the Jacksonville Jaguars rookie and former Heisman Trophy winner, and Liana Len, a 23-year-old influencer who became his bride in May 2025. What was once painted as a picture-perfect love story has now become the latest example of the glitz and heartbreak that define today's celebrity relationships. By just 22, Hunter had already broken records in college football and entered the NFL with sky-high expectations. Meanwhile, Len, a fast-growing digital creator, seemed like the ideal partner as he stepped into the brutal spotlight of professional sports. The couple exchanged vows in May 2025 before jetting off to Turks and Caicos for their honeymoon, yet the so-called fairy tale started cracking almost immediately. Their whirlwind romance now serves as a reminder of how quickly fans can turn once rumors and whispers begin to spread online. Their beginnings had all the makings of a modern love story: unexpected interactions, chance recognitions, and the kind of social media spark that defines relationships in this digital age. Hunter first slid into Len's Instagram DMs sometime between 2020 and 2021, and as the saying goes, timing can change everything.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him.
Love may be the foundation of relationships, but as this story shows, love alone doesn't always hold them together.
But as soon as we met in person, we just instantly chemistry.
The spark officially lit in February 2022, after a group dinner brought them face to face. Len would later describe that night as feeling less like a first date and more like a sleepover with her best friend. From that point, things escalated fast. Their romance unfolded in real time, right under the gaze of millions on social media. Both of them leveraged the spotlight, building up their brands while feeding the public's fascination with their journey. But to really grasp the weight of this unfolding drama, you have to look at just how far Travis Hunter Jr. has come. Born May 18, 2003, Hunter is now a Jacksonville Jaguars star, after being picked second overall in the 2025 NFL Draft, a selection that only added to his reputation as one of the most electrifying talents in football. He's etched his name in history as the only player to ever snag both the Chuck Bednarik Award, honoring the top defensive player, and the Fred Biletnikoff Award, recognizing the best wide receiver. His ability to dominate on both sides of the ball, locking down receivers as a cornerback while torching defenses as a wideout, made him a once-in-a-generation prospect. Still, the road to that spotlight was anything but smooth. Born in West Palm Beach, Florida, Hunter eventually relocated to Atlanta, Georgia, during middle school. There, he lived with French Fountain, an assistant coach at Collins Hill High School, who helped guide him through a crucial phase in his career. At Collins Hill, Hunter's impact was immediate. As just a sophomore, he snagged 7 interceptions and racked up nearly 1,000 receiving yards with 12 touchdowns. By his junior year, he was unstoppable, pulling 8 picks, 51 tackles, and breaking county records with 1,746 yards and 24 receiving touchdowns. That insane performance won him the Max Preps Georgia Player of the Year award and a trip to the Class 7A state title game. Even with injuries in his senior season, Hunter still posted elite numbers: minus 76 receptions, 1,128 yards, 10 touchdowns, plus 4 interceptions, and a forced fumble. In the championship, he turned in another legendary showing with 10 catches, 153 yards, a touchdown, and a forced fumble that sealed a flawless 15-0 run and the state crown. By the time he left high school, Hunter had shattered records, finishing with 48 career receiving touchdowns and nearly 4,000 yards. His college story started at Jackson State under Deion Sanders. As a freshman, he appeared in 7 games, contributing on both sides of the ball with 188 receiving yards and 4 TDs, plus 2 interceptions and a defensive score. When Sanders moved to Colorado, Hunter followed. It was there that his legend exploded. Despite missing 3 games in 2023 with a lacerated liver, he still put up 721 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns, 30 tackles, and 3 interceptions. He logged more than 1,000 snaps that season, earning All-American and All-Pac-12 honors, plus the Paul Hornung Award for the nation's most versatile player. Then came 2024, his true breakout year. Hunter hauled in 96 catches for 1,258 yards and 15 scores, while adding 36 tackles and 4 interceptions on defense. That dominance led to a Heisman Trophy win, making him the first defensive player to take the honor since 1997. He also swept the Chuck Bednarik, Fred Biletnikoff, AP Player of the Year, and Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year awards, an unprecedented haul that cemented his place in football history. His college resume is ridiculous. Lambai Tisharar receptions, nearly 4,000 yards, 48 touchdowns, plus 2 rushing TDs, and 3 passing scores. No wonder the Jaguars took him second overall in 2025. Hype around Hunter was sky high. Fans touted him as a future MVP and blasted hashtags like #DraftHim1. But not everyone bought the hype. Critics mocked him as Travis the Hype Job. Hunter, doubting his cornerback skills and even questioning whether he really deserved that Heisman. Some said his route running wasn't sharp enough and worried he'd struggle to balance dual roles in the NFL. While Hunter was cementing his place in football, his future wife was building her own spotlight. Leanna Len, born November 25, 2001, just outside London, later moved to Georgia. With a multicultural heritage of Black, Mexican, and Filipino roots, she graduated from Kennesaw State University in 2022. She made her mark as a digital creator, crafting lifestyle and motivational content across TikTok and Instagram. By October 2022, she and Hunter launched a joint YouTube channel showcasing vacations, milestones, and daily life. The channel's success brought them closer to fans, but also opened the door to criticism, gossip, and constant speculation. By February 2024, Hunter popped the question with a diamond ring, and Len said yes with the words, 1,000,000 times, yes.
Morning. We're at the spa. This is gonna be it's our engagement celebration weekend. We're doing girls.
For many fans, that engagement seemed to confirm what looked like a real love story between two rising stars trying to survive the chaos of fame side by side. But cracks started showing soon after, and the first big shift came at Hunter's Heisman Trophy ceremony in December 2024. That night quickly became a turning point, where subtle doubts about the relationship began bubbling to the surface. Len caught heat almost instantly. Viewers dragged her for her facial expressions and for hesitating when Deion Sanders motioned for her to stand. Her calm, almost dismissive response went viral and only added fuel to the early whispers that she might be a gold digger. The clip, broadcast live on national television, triggered an online firestorm, with fans accusing her of being cold, disrespectful, and unsupportive in a moment that was supposed to celebrate Hunter. Hunter wasted no time defending her, going on Twitch and saying, "I know what I got. My girl's been with me for 5 years," but that moment only opened the floodgates. From then on, their every move as a couple would be dissected under a microscope. They officially tied the knot. On May 24, 2025, at the barn at Faith Farms in Tennessee, the black and white themed wedding featured their first dance to Alicia Keys' "If I Ain't Got You," and ended with a full fireworks display. Hunter also surprised Len with a Mercedes-AMG G63 Brabus, worth over $120,000. As a wedding gift, a grand gesture that instantly stirred controversy. The excitement quickly shifted when reports revealed the two hadn't signed a prenuptial agreement, sparking debate among fans and even financial experts. High-profile divorce lawyer James Stawn even jumped into the conversation, offering free prenup services to 2025 NFL draft picks, using Hunter as a cautionary tale. Social media had a field day, with comments like, "Here come the divorce papers." Still, the newlyweds pushed forward, ignoring the backlash. Their honeymoon in Turks and Caicos showed them smiling in a luxury 2-story suite, posting picture highlights from the trip. Soon after, they took another bold step together.
Hello.
Welcome to our crib.
The couple dropped $3.275 million on a massive Jacksonville estate, sitting on 7.5 acres. The home boasted 13 rooms, 7 bedrooms, a pool, a tennis court, and a 4-car garage. But instead of praise, the purchase only reignited debate, with critics questioning if Len was truly in it for love, or just for the lifestyle. By July 2025, public opinion flipped hard when a resurfaced video changed the entire conversation. The clip, originally posted in December 2024, showed Len in tears alongside an emotional audio about spiritual growth, a post that fans would later analyze in a completely different light.
And when God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know He's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
The caption read, "I barely recognize this girl anymore. Devoting your life to Jesus." That single post exploded across the internet, sparking endless speculation, rumors, and blown-up storylines about their marriage. Suddenly, Whispers of cheating and emotional distance dominated the conversation, with fans predicting a split was inevitable. One viral comment bluntly stated, "Word is she's already planning a divorce." From there, the drama snowballed. Some claimed Hunter caught questionable DMIs and filed divorce papers. Others pushed wild theories that Len was pregnant by one of his teammates. Then came allegations she was gunning for a $120 million settlement that could leave Hunter financially wrecked. Social media turned into a feeding frenzy. Some content looked believable, while plenty of it was outright fabricated, but it all racked up views and clicks. The couple went from a fairy tale romance to the latest target of messy internet tabloid drama, exposing just how savage online culture can be toward celebrity couples. Hunter and Len had chosen to live transparently, putting their highs and lows on full display through their YouTube channel. But what once felt like authenticity quickly became ammunition for gossip creators chasing viral engagement. As rumors piled up, fans picked apart everything. Some noticed Len conveniently changing her last name, speculating it was all about securing money. Others replayed a viral wedding clip where she seemed to dodge a kiss, interpreting that body language as proof their marriage was shaky. The claims got darker. Posts began circulating about secret text messages, hidden funds, and even a recorded call suggesting Hunter may have stashed money in offshore accounts. Around the same time, Facebook chatter alleged he had officially filed for divorce. Despite zero confirmation from the couple, it all highlighted how social media often works like a game of telephone. Repeat a rumor enough times, and it starts to sound like fact. Platforms like Lipstick Alley became hotbeds of speculation, with endless threads questioning Len's motives and Hunter's awareness. And as usual, accuracy took a backseat to shock value. One issue that kept resurfacing, the missing reports that the Jaguars rookie skipped that step, only fueled heated debates. Was it a careless mistake, or a strategic play by Len? Financial experts and fans couldn't stop dissecting the risk. Eventually, Len clapped back at the chatter, clarifying that her emotional viral video was filmed back in December 2024, before the wedding, and tied to her personal faith journey, not their relationship struggles. But her explanation didn't quiet the noise. By August 2025, the couple adopted an Abyssinian kitten named Uno, even posting a playful TikTok of the moment. While some fans saw genuine happiness, others dismissed it as PR damage control to fix their image. Supporters rallied in the comments, with messages like, "Y'all need to leave her alone," defending her sincerity. Angel Ree jumped in with, "So proud of you." While Hunter's mother insisted their marriage was spiritually guided, still, the dominant reaction remained skeptical. Accusations of gold digging continued, centered on the lack of the pricey new house, and the assumption of financial motives. Predictions of divorce flooded timelines, with many suggesting Len had been planning an exit all along. Some critics went further, branding her a terrible wag, unstable, and even the wrong choice for a wife. For them, the couple's youth combined with the pressures of fame made a lasting union nearly impossible. Len's tearful video only fueled the narrative, with viewers tossing out comments like struggling and broken, despite her insisting it was about her spiritual growth, not marital drama. The irony: Travis Hunter, a record-setting athlete who claimed both the Bednarik and Biletnikoff, won the Heisman, and went second overall in the NFL draft, now found himself buried under endless gossip and suspicion. And just as Hunter was fighting through the storm, another NFL newcomer, Xavier Worthy, was about to get caught in his own relationship scandal, one that would spiral into legal drama and dominate headlines.
The Buffalo Bills have traded the 28th pick to the Kansas City Chiefs. With the 28th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the back-to-back Super Bowl champions Kansas City Chiefs select Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy, just 21 years old and already a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, suddenly found himself caught up in a headline-grabbing scandal in early 2025, and the timing, absolutely brutal, right as Worthy was gearing up for Super Bowl 59 against the Philadelphia Eagles. His personal life was crumbling in full view of the public. At first, his relationship with Tia Jones looked like the kind of fairy tale romance the NFL loves to showcase. The two crossed paths in late 2023 at a popular Austin steakhouse, started officially dating in spring 2024, and by July, Worthy was down on one knee with a beachside proposal that had fans swooning. From the outside, everything screamed picture perfect. A rookie phenom drafted by the reigning Super Bowl champs, paired with a track and field star known for her speed over hurdles. Young, ambitious, and seemingly unstoppable, they looked like a power couple built for the spotlight.
So how did you guys meet? How did we end up here? Okay, so another funny story. He DM'd me before, but I didn't respond.
But just weeks later, cameras caught them out again, this time sharing dinner at a local restaurant.
And he saw me like, I've been looking for you. Because
when we talked about it down the line, he was like, he DM'd me before and I was kind of dry. And he was like, I was gonna try again. And he was like, coincidentally, we saw each other that day. And then he was just a gentleman. He asked me out on a date.
But, like most high-profile romances, the picture-perfect image didn't match what was really happening behind closed doors. Worthy had dropped $2 million on a Georgetown, Texas mansion, a move that insiders say came at Jones's urging, though the property was secured solely in his name. That detail would later prove critical once legal battles began. By the end of 2024, the cracks started to show. Jones came forward with explosive allegations of domestic violence. In court filings, she painted a picture of Worthy as controlling and volatile, accusing him of shoving her during heated arguments, choking and slamming her onto a bed on Christmas Day during a fight about possible cheating, and grabbing her by the throat on Valentine's Day 2025. After rumors surfaced about her own infidelity, Worthy fired back, denying every claim. He called the accusations lies designed to smear his reputation and derail his rising career. What really set this case apart, though, was the mix of technology and private investigation. As the Super Bowl drew closer, Worthy allegedly hired a PI to track Jones after his suspicions grew. That move ended up blowing the lid off their relationship. On February 23, 2025, the investigator reportedly delivered video proof of Jones with her personal trainer. Armed with that evidence, Worthy confronted her, and for nearly 2 weeks begged her to leave the house, even offering to cover her rent elsewhere. Jones refused, and the tension only grew worse. It all boiled over on March 7, 2025, when an argument erupted after Jones complained about feeling ignored while Worthy was tied up in long training sessions. From there, their stories split. Worthy said Jones trashed his game room, smashed his console and desk, stole $30,000 in cash, and even grabbed a handgun before clawing his face and ripping out his hair. He claimed he called the cops, but chose not to press charges to protect his brand. Jones, however, told a completely different story. She accused Worthy of choking her, slamming her against the walls, throwing her down, and blocking her breathing. She claimed he confiscated her electronics to cut her off, and that she only got help after running to a neighbor's house in fear. Her version led to Worthy's arrest on a felony charge for assault by impeding breathing. The timing was devastating. He had just wrapped an impressive rookie year and helped lead the Chiefs to their 3rd straight Super Bowl. Suddenly, his entire future was on the line, but within 24 hours, things shifted again. On March 8, Williamson County District Attorney Sean Dick announced no charges would be filed, citing major inconsistencies in Jones's account and testimony from a neutral witness. Still, Jones didn't back down. On March 12, she secured a temporary protective order, submitting text messages, recordings, photos, and medical reports. Worthy's lawyers dismissed it as a calculated PR stunt and claimed she looted his property. While he was locked up, that's when Worthy went on offense. He filed a civil lawsuit against Jones, accusing her of assault, theft, defamation, and extortion, seeking up to $1 million in damages. His legal team alleged she fabricated abuse stories to bleed him dry and take over his assets from the house and cars to his bank accounts. They even produced photos of destroyed property valued over $150,000 and images of injuries like claw marks and ripped hair, all to back up his side of the story.